Welcome, welcome. Oh, do I? Oh, yeah, I got it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Let me give my people some shout outs. What's up, YL? Doing spectacular. Angelo, hello. Peace and blessings, Willie. Smoke Pole, what's happening? Random, what's good? What's good in the hood? Happy Sunday to everybody. Hope y'all having a great day. Being thankful that you're able to breathe another day. Welcome, welcome. God bless you, Tristan. Doing spectacular, Flip. Hope you're doing well, you and your family. What's up, James? What's cracking? Happy Sunday, Jerome. Welcome, everybody. Doing another session of juicing. I missed Thursday because I had to go do some dental work. Hello, Guillermo. I don't know if I said that right. Michelle, hello. Happy Sunday. Appreciate that, James. What's up, Trav? Canada, we're in the house. For sure, Michelle. It's going to be a good one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Hello, Maritime. Mario Time. Welcome, welcome. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Make sure you tap on that right upper. Oh, no, I think y'all could just tap on the screen now. Yeah, I believe you could just tap on the screen to like it. Let me see. Yeah, I think so. I was always telling people to go to the right corner. Let me see. Oh, yeah, you could tap the love button, right? Ain't that the light? Let me see. Nah, you still got to go to those three little dots up right and hit the like button. Thumbs up. Thumbs up that thing for me, y'all. Much love to everybody. Much love. Happy Sunday, man. So here we got the miracle juice. Those that stop by on a regular basis know this is my favorite juice. So we have pineapples here, 2 of these pineapples. I have 4 of these cucumbers today. I have 12 apples today. I'm just amping it up because the family liking this juice, so I'm doubling it up now. 2 lemons. We have ginger. We have celery, cilantro, and parsley. So this is a astringent juice. If you have any metals, if you need to relieve yourself of plaque buildup as well as plastics in your system, cholesterol issues, high blood pressure, this is the juice you want to make, man. I recommend it to everybody to drink it once or twice. Like I make this twice a week for me and my family. So I'm doing everything I can in my power to elongate my life as long as possible, guys. So I learned about this juice from Yaki Awaken. Shout out to him. He called it geogenetic juice. And his is without the pineapples. And so I call mine miracle juice, and I love it, man. This is the only time, truthfully, I get hydrated. Unless you have a top tier water, you're not really getting hydrated unless you're drinking coconut water, cucumber water, juices, and juices with me, man. I've been having to get a lot of dental work lately. I had 2 root canals, 1 extraction, just had it cleaning. Now this week, I'm getting all veneers. So I'll be taking out my diamonds. It's time to give them up, time to leave that ghetto lifestyle behind me. But the only reason I put them on because I took off my old veneers and my teeth look whooped without them. So this time I'm getting porcelain veneers where you got to shave down your teeth like, I'm getting that Hollywood smile. So, yeah. So this is the last week y'all see these. Let's see if y'all can see that gleam. And these I paid too much. I don't even want to mention. So yeah, guys. So this is the apple. I don't even want to move it really, but I guess I will. If you into apples, I recommend this. It's only about $15, $20 on Amazon. And I love it, man. Only problem with this one is I notice when it get wet or juice on here, on the post, it gets like weird with some weird metal stuff. So that's that. I recommend it to everybody if you guys into apples. I love apples. I mono ate apples for 16 days, and I could have went forever, to be honest. If you want to do a good fruit cleanse, I recommend apples. Also, pineapples, man. Pineapples, I went a few days last week on pineapples. The only problem with pineapples, if the pineapple's not ripe, they will give you that mouth thing and it'll give you that butt thing coming out. But I lost and got the most shredded on just pineapples. I did that 11 days straight. But apples, I got super ripped. I also did a cucumber fast for 11 days. I did a cucumber for 11 days. And so, thing I learned about life is a lot of people talk about what you should and shouldn't do. Like if we listen to the internet, we can't eat nothing. You know what I mean? It's everybody gonna have an issue. If you eat too much fruit, you go raise your blood sugar, and getting too much sugar. If you eat too much meat, if you got to figure out and you got to test your body, guys. You got to test and see what works for you. A lot of us don't take ourselves through an extreme to see what our body likes and don't like. We eating multiple things, and we really don't know what worked for us. We just go off what our parents fed us and things of that nature. So today I'll be discussing while I'm juicing. You guys know I like to have different topics. Today I'll be on speaking derogatory, especially to your kids. And I'll just, I'll tell a story about my life and how I became the person I have. And these talks are therapy for me as well, guys. That's why God put it on my heart to start giving these type of talks while I'm live streaming and juicing and giving some encouragement to, be conscious of what you put in your body and what you don't put in your body and what you put on your body. Because I learned the hard way. Shout out. Ooh, that's a long one. Khalil Love from Australia. I have muscular dystrophy, but have overcome the odds. I'm 37. I love your comedy and courage. Much love. And thank you for entertaining content. Thank you, brother. God bless you. I appreciate that. Much love. I need to start having the alerts on here where it read it off. So yeah, guys. So this is just, I do this juicing and to show you guys, to motivate and inspire you guys to take care of your temple, man. Don't be bamboozled or don't be blind to what you put in your body. It's crucial, man. I'm telling you. Luckily for me, I'm here to talk to you guys, man. I had my near-death experience 4 years ago where I had that massive widowmaker heart attack. And so, I want to take this experience to, hopefully change some lives or some perspectives or outlooks on life. So my experience as a kid, man, I never forget. When I was a kid, I was a class clown or whatever. And so I never forget, I used to get suspended quite a bit. And all my mother would say after she would whoop my ass is, "You stupid." You know what I mean? And she would just call me stupid. And so as a kid, that just didn't set well with me. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Jacob. Much love. What's up? What's up? Yeah, so I'll be talking about power of the tongue, man. Derogatory talk to, especially your kids. Anybody for that matter, but especially your kids, man. And how damaging it could be. And so anyway, my mother, I just never forget. My memory starts basically at 7 years old. Because that's when my little brother was born, and that's when, our family took a weird turn. So anyway, my mother, she used to call me stupid. And I was like, it would send me into a crying fit, man. Because like I say, at that time I was 7, my older brother was 11, and he was a genius. He was getting straight A's. And so it would have me crying like crazy, man. I would throw a tantrum whenever she would say it. And I guess, she knew that would affect me, so she said it often. And so I vowed from that age that I would prove to her that I'm not stupid. And so I did everything in my power to not be stupid, right? But of course, as a kid, I did a lot of stupid stuff, especially at school. I just loved to make people laugh. And if it wasn't for her, I probably would be a comedian because everybody used to, love my jokes and my character. And so I never forget in elementary, I was getting suspended quite a bit. And I didn't understand as a kid, like that would take her out of her job when the school would call, "Oh, he got suspended, come pick him up." And so she would come, whoop my ass, and I'd be on punishment, suspended at the house. And I would just watch cartoons and stuff while I was suspended. And, that really... if you don't know how to talk to your kids, which most of us don't, I'm working on it myself right now with mine. Let's do this. I'm working on it myself with mine because I know, I got a bad habit of when they do crazy stuff, saying they're a retard or something like that, So I be checking myself. "Hey, son. Just took them to the movies to see Smurf." What's that? You want some? Yeah, I just took them to the movies and they still want to do stuff. Huh. So, speaking derogatory or demeaning or talking down to kids is like so detrimental, man. But anyway, so I went through school, and not only did she tell me that I was stupid, but there was a saying going around when I was young: put it in a book and a black person basically would never know. So I learned that, and I was like, "Oh, I got to get smart." Then I had a smart brother. Like I say, he was a genius. And I was trying to compete with him, but I couldn't. I liked school to dress nice and to have fun. I didn't know the validity of really learning, And so, anyway, I went through school getting like 2.5, whatever, and everything in my life at that point was to prove to my mother that I wasn't stupid. And I know some of you guys may or may not understand what I'm saying, but let's see. Thank you for the dono, PacMan. Yes, baby. Kali, I remember when you blew up from your 2013 documentary at Venice Beach. That's your God bless. Happy to see you still making content. Much love, brother. I appreciate you. God bless you. Yes, baby. Yeah, come on. You got to come over here. Say hi right there. Huh? Oh, watch that cord. It's funny. We went out today to the movies and everybody wanted to take pictures. So my kids was like, Dad, why everybody like you? Why they want to take pictures? They never realized until today. And so I told them it's the YouTube videos. And they like, oh, they know us too? So it was cute. Okay, let me do this, babe. So yeah, it was something today to see them. Okay, There you go. So yeah, it was cute today to see them realizing. They said hi. So yeah, you got to be careful how you speak to your kids and your family at that. You don't want to be down talking or demean, because I'm learning at this age I'm at that it's power in the tongue. You know what I mean? And I even analyze, my childhood and other people, like it just crushes a kid when you talk to them like that. Like I know we be in the heat of a moment, and hey, let me do my thing. Y'all can't be running in and out. Go ahead, go back in there.
What? Mommy?
Soon as I get to talking, they gotta just something in them. I remember when I was a kid, that phone ring and she get to talking on the phone, I get to acting a fool. So it just how you talk to your kids is everything, man. But so I went through life. I had my older brother, so he was the motivating factor for me being wanting to be smart, and I just didn't have the concentration. I wasn't told to, like now I can express it to you guys. Memory is everything, and everybody has the capability of nurturing their memory. Everybody, because I didn't think I could at one time until I had to, until it was a life or death situation. So, anybody out there that's getting talked down to, and believe me, I get talked down to every day on social media. You guys should probably read these comments. People would probably talk it down because, hurt people. So I didn't realize, like my mom, she was raised in a hostile environment. And so her dad used to talk to her like that. And so it's only, what they say, the apple don't fall far from the tree. And so that's what it is, man. It's like, God had me to talk about this message to help somebody else's life. There's power in the tongue, guys. You have to be conscious of what you say to your kids, to other people. And I'm just saying kids because, that affected my life, all the way to this point till I'm able to talk to you guys about it and I realize it. And it's crazy because if you don't tap in to your higher self, you'll never be able to do character flaw adjustment. And it's just with me, I'm fortunate to have lived this long to realize what's going on. And hopefully a lot of you guys don't have to, be 50 and older to realize your purpose in life and to realize how things from your childhood affected you and how to not let it affect you no more. Because me, I'm like, okay, that stuff is, I'm a grown old man now, and that was time to reflect on how to raise my kids to where to where I don't say stuff that discourage them or make their life traumatic, because that made my life traumatic, man. And I know a lot of, like I say, hurt people. So you just got to be conscious of that and just reflect back to your childhood and see what situations cause you to be like you are, adjust it, and move on. And don't do it to other people. You know what I mean? So it's just about being conscious of what you've been through, what you don't want to go through no more, and how to progress from it. Because it's all learning lessons. And so back to the story. So I went through junior elementary, getting suspended a lot, went through high school. All of it, elementary, junior high for me was I just wanted to pass. I wanted to get a 2.0, 2.5 just to move on to the next grade. And I wasn't a dummy, but I didn't put all my effort. It's like I was listening to David Goggins, and he was like, he had to learn that he had a learning disability. And it's funny because he a day older than me. He born on February 17th, 1975. I'm February the 18th. And I read his book. I'm like, damn, we so much alike, man. And he realized that he didn't have a good memory. Well, he thought he didn't. Like all of us might think we don't have a good memory. Some of us. And we do. You just got to study more. And so I realized that now that I wasn't putting enough time into studying. Like I would study for 30 minutes a subject and I'd be done. You know what I mean? Especially in high school, because I knew I had my Asian, and she ended up being valedictorian too. Twee. I had all my classes with the Asian Twee, man. And I would just sit next to Twee, and I basically bullied Twee into giving me the answers. Like I took Latin, I was in a math class with her, English class, and I'd be like, Twee, let me see the answers, Twee. And Twee a doctor now. Twee Nguyen. How you said Nguyen? Nygun. Twee. It's funny, I went to one of my class reunions and Twee was there. But yeah, so she a doctor in the Bay Area now. But so I didn't put a lot of effort into, I just put enough to pass. But eventually, like I graduated high school with a 3.83 overall. But most of it is from cheating from Twee. Nothing like fresh apple juice. So bam. So I remember, I'll never forget, 10th grade, man, I got my act together and I was boasting to my mom, look at this report card, my first 3.0, my first 3.5. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna show this. I called her BITCH back then, because we went through our turmoil. And anybody that want to know my thorough story of my childhood and prison and getting out of prison, blowing up on social media, I have my autobiography, Ex-Con to Icon, which I need to revise. And I just released a new book, guys, by the way. It's called Social Media Secrets. It's on Amazon right now. I haven't did an announcement, but you guys know right now. So anybody out there that want to learn about social media in layman's term, simplified, go to Amazon and go to Kali Muscle Social Media Secrets. And that was on my heart to do for a whole year, guys. I did my other book, How to Get Rich and Famous on Social Media, but that was a collaboration with my old producer. So I just revised that one and added in Snapchat and TikTok. Man, that's good. So yeah, just being conscious of, like I know it's a ton of people on here, saying derogatory stuff. They don't think nothing of it. They just feel they trolling. They trying to get a reaction out of me or whatever. But when you speak like that, you speaking to yourself basically, and you putting that negative energy into yourself, and that's how your life go be. And so you don't want to do that. You know what I mean? We got to start as a people. We got to start being conscious of our words. And like I say, even with me, man, I'm the age I am. I'm like, damn, I never realized words have that much effect on people, which when I reflect back on it, I'm like, I do know, because I remember growing up in Oakland, guys would talk about each other, parents, or, even me, we called it cap. Much love for the don't know. Let me see, Richard, much love. Yeah, we would call it capping on each other, right? Not like the new term cap, but it's derogatory as well. But we would talk about each other. They call it the dozens too as well. And what should I do now? Cucumbers? So yeah, they call it playing the dozens as well. So I remember people used to get killed just left and right from playing dozens and talking about each other. And, I had a lot of friends that got killed behind that. And so I knew there's power in words. And so what happened to me, I never forget, man. I always tell this story. I went from being an extrovert to an introvert because my mom, one day I remember I got suspended. And she was like, if you shut your damn mouth, you won't get in so much trouble. And I'm like, oh, that's the hack? That's the secret? And so I got quiet and I started overthinking things before I talked, before I spoke. And so when I did that, I saw that there was power in that because people feared me. And having people fear you in the ghetto is a plus. And so I got introverted at that point. I just didn't talk much. I watched what I always overthought before I talked, before I spoke. And so that had an effect on me as a child. And it's just, when I look back, like, damn, whatever a parent say to a kid, man, it's everything. it just made me the person who I am. The events that I had as a kid, all the way up until I was, well, I mean, the things she said to me until I was about maybe 14, because I kind of went on my lonesome after 14. I was never at home, whatever. I just worked, played sports, and I really didn't interact with nobody in my house at that point because I was so busy as a youngster. But everything I did was to prove to her I wasn't stupid. That's the bottom line. Like, everything I did, and that was my driving force. That was my motivation. Like, I'm gonna prove to this bitch I ain't stupid. You know what I mean? And so I started excelling, in sports and academics. And she didn't care. I had a type parent, she didn't express love. Well, her way of expressing love was, I buy you clothes and I got a roof over your head, that type of thing. But it wasn't no talking and, hey, this in life, you should maneuver like this or like that. And this the reason why, things happen in life. And, the people wasn't on that psychology like that back then. And me being able to analyze my life, I'm like, that's the point I'm at now. That's the progression. And that's why, I like doing these live streams as well, because I'm honing my skills of being able to communicate. And communication is everything, guys. That'll break and make you. That'll get you wealthy or not wealthy. And I was listening to Jim Rohn. I listened to Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar. That's who I've been listening to the most. Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, and who else? There's one other one. Oh, Napoleon Hill. I listen to those people daily. And what they say is just power of the tongue, man, and attitude. I never forget, all through my childhood, especially white people, they would be like, you got a bad attitude. What's up with the attitude? Like, I don't hear people say that a lot nowadays. But back when I grew up, everything, when you was acting stupid or acting a fool, they'd be like, teachers, everybody be like, you need to change your attitude. And now I get it. And it's funny, people don't say that much nowadays. But attitude is everything. And of course, me being raised in a hardcore home, which everything was just kind of, I guess they type of motivation was to talk bad about you. You dumb, you a sissy, you know what I mean? Everything was derogatory when you did something bad. They never congratulated you when you did something good. Like, that's the thing. I excelled in academic sports, and I never got a pat on my back. You know what I mean? And so I know for a lot of you guys as well, everybody went through everybody has a story. Everybody went through something in their life, man. But it's up to y'all. Y'all here now, right here. Y'all can analyze and go in your life and change your attitude. That's the key to success, guys. You got to change your attitude. You got to change your perspective. And you got to read. I always read as a kid. I never forget when I was about 4. I was about 4. No, I was about 5. I think I was in a new house. I was about 5, and I remember seeing my stepfather read a newspaper, and I wanted to emulate him. So I'm like, let me see. And I couldn't read, and I just went crazy because I couldn't read, and I made it a point to learn how to read at that moment. And that was my favorite subject was spelling. And so I became like a spelling bee champion and all that. I used to read page for page the dictionary to learn words, which I'm about to start back. But even at this point, I read about a book every 2 weeks right now. I get up real early in the morning, at 4 right now, which I think I need to get up earlier because I'm still cramming work in, even though I get up at 4. And so, yeah, still at this point, I read a book like every 2 weeks, every 10 days. Right now, what am I reading right now? Rich Dad, Poor Dad right now. But yeah, so it's, you got to just go in and analyze where whatever situation you dealt with in your life is causing you to be who you are if it's in a negative way. You got to go in and adjust them flaws and proceed, man, to be a great person. And it starts with language, guys. You got to be conscious of what you're saying to yourself. A lot of people say I'm gonna try. You can't. That try word should be out your vocabulary. You either go do or you not go do. Try is a word of failures. So don't try, do it. We all have. The thing about us as humans, man, if you see one person could do it, you could do it. Even if some of us, God send messages to us in dreams. So you got to be proactive with that. You can't be sitting back and procrastinating and ignoring that voice, because that voice is conscious voice of God. So yeah, that to this day, man, I don't dwell on it as much, but let me do the cilantro and the parsley. So I just pick the leaves off of this, rip it off. I get about a handful of both, like that much. Put it up in there. I don't focus on, me and my mother don't have a good relationship, no relationship really. Because she took sides, you know what I mean? And that's fine with me. But it goes to show, she didn't like me no how. If a mother, I can never imagine myself not talking to my kids. I don't give a damn what the situation is. She don't talk to her grandkids in 4 years, going on 5 years. It just is crazy, bro. But I can never imagine, hey, more power to her, man. One thing about me, God had me on a mission. So, and I'm not, just a lot went on in my life that caused a lot of unanswered questions and just lies. I was lied to as a kid by my mom. And should I do the celery? Oh, okay. I did the ginger, cilantro. Bam. I think would this clog it up or the pineapple? Because one of them clogs it up. Let me see. I'll put the celery, but sometime it clog it up. Let me let y'all see this. So yeah, just know, man, the power of the tongue. Be conscious of it, man. And when I'm telling you guys that, I'm telling myself that. Because I got to watch how I talk to my kids. I got to watch how I talk to you guys. I got to watch what message I put out to the world now, because I understand there's power in the tongue. Yeah, man. So we winding down. Got the pineapples next. And you guys can do it, man. I know it's tough. It's easy to talk crap. It's easy to quote unquote hate and troll on the internet, but all of this stuff is making you the person who you go be. I never forget it. I was in this kitchen. I had a cookie business, Cracky's Cookies, and I was in here baking cookies, and God came and spoke to me and said, don't even read comments, because he told me to help the people, and I had to transition from doing fun, entertaining videos to educational. And God told me, I'm talking about, had me in here in this kitchen, bawling like a baby, man. And God was like, don't read comments. And so I did that for quite some time. And then here recently, like even today, man, I was looking at Big Boy and his son doing a video, and I scrolled down the comments. I'm like, man, I just told my wife, like, it's gonna be tough for me to live stream today after reading all that, because it's actually sad, the state of man, where, you know, you talk down on a kid, 6-year-old kid, you know, and all I thought about was how he felt as a father, you know, doing everything right, and still the devil working through people to try to discourage him from being the best father he could be. So that's back to the power of the words, man. And, you know, everybody be like, you know, of course we got thick skin, or we wouldn't even be on social media. If you don't have thick skin, you ain't gonna be on social media long. And especially showing your family and your daily life and all that good stuff. Because honestly, you know, far as ad revenue, there's not enough money to have to deal with that. Maybe back in the day when social media first started, but at this point, ultimately, is not enough money for people like us that's public figures to even put our lives out there. It's just not, to be honest. It's not. To have a peace of mind, that's priceless. And to put your life out there and try to help people, and, you know, a lot of people want to be famous until it happened and they understand. Like me, I didn't never want to be famous. God put me in this position. And that's usually the people who, you know, get the fame, the ones that really don't. I remember when I started acting, like it was actors that was way before me, 10, 15, 20 years before me. But I come into the game, I didn't even want to be an actor. I just seen it as another way of making money. And boom, I blow up doing TV shows, commercials, and so it just, y'all got to realize, man, that's why I used to say if you bad at me, you bad at God. Because God puts certain people in certain positions. And, you know, like I said, it's easy to talk down on people, man. But it takes a real man and woman to fight that negative demon, to talk down on people. Because like it said in the Bible, doubts without sin, throw the first stone. So what that means is if you haven't never sinned, go ahead. And that's who the only person that never sinned in history is Jesus. So all of us, none of us had a right, unless it's an old pedo or a rapist or somebody out killing innocent people, something like that. And we all go have our opinion of people. That's fine. Like, I take constructive criticism and people have opinions. Fine, that's fine. But when you talking down on God's people and we're all the image of God, then what that make you? You know what I mean? None of us perfect, man. That's why I never gotten to, like, I could do what everybody else do. I could go on the internet and, just give my wild opinions of other people and get views. You know what I mean? That's what these people do. They go on and act like they perfect, and we pull up some stuff all there. Like, it's all these dudes that's talking about other people. I'm just not one to. I don't have time to try to expose people for their past, or all of us got a past, man. Nobody's perfect, man. I got some buddies that's police that was criminals. They just didn't get caught. So none of us all of us have something. You know what I mean? Nobody perfect. But so you guys just got to realize that, man. You'll live a better life. And if you focus on getting healthy and staying healthy and wealthy, because we need more rich people in the world. Because if you don't want to get rich, you're selfish. And what I mean by that, I got to watch this. If you don't want to get rich, if you just worried about taking care of you and your family, you selfish. God, all through the Bible, tell us to help people. And money is like oxygen. We all need it to survive. So if you're like, I'm just going to work my 9 to 5, I'm just going for me and my family, as long as I pay my bill, you're selfish. Every human is supposed to want to help other humans. That's just in our DNA. Even me, like today, after reading the comments, the devil almost got in my head. Like, don't do no live stream, man. These people don't appreciate you. And I had to fight that. Because I remember the message God told me that I have to help the people. And so, not only am I helping you guys, I'm helping myself. This is like therapy for me. But I do have to force myself to live stream. But that's the mission I've been given. And it's funny because now I'm the most successful on live stream after 17 years of being on YouTube. Like, these are the live streams now. God put me in the algorithm where, I'm reaching a lot of you guys now during live streams. So it's a blessing, man. I don't look at it as a curse because I understand my karma as well. You know what I mean? I wasn't the best guy when I was younger. I was doing a lot of dumb stuff for money. When I say dumb, y'all can think of the dumbest, the worst stuff for money. And God would spank me all the time. My karma was instant. Wasn't no month, 2. If I did something wrong, God would spank me, man. And so, you guys just have to analyze your life. Life actually isn't that difficult. It's just what we've been programmed to think. And it all boils back down to perspective and attitude. Where did we get our attitude from? Where did we get our perspective? 9 times out of 10, well, mostly all the time, it was our upbringing. That's where we got all our perspective and outlook. That's where we formed our attitude. And so not most of the time we got to go in and unlearn the things that we've been taught. You know, that's crucial. That's you get tapped in when you can analyze that and go and change things. And that goes for how you eat. That goes for your perspective on making money. A lot of us been taught that, and that's of the devil, that we shouldn't be rich. You know what I mean? We got that, a lot of us got that Robin Hood mentality. I'm a rob the rich, give to the poor. When God said all of us supposed to be rich. Ooh, shoot. Because y'all got to remember, the love of money is the root of all evil, not money. God speak on money on a lot of chapters of the Bible. So everybody here need to get rich. Bottom line. Because the more you guys get rich, the more people you can help. You know, it's just sad that in life, we taught and programmed like a robot just to work for somebody. And that's fine. But when you work for somebody, you got to work for money to make your money work for you. And I'm telling y'all something I just basically learned. You know, I always had an entrepreneurial mindset because of my mom's, of course. She wouldn't give me some money when I was in junior high, so I started shooting dice. I started working at the age of 12, and I learned independence as a kid. And so that's what you got to focus. God gave us all a gift. You got to own it. Oh, that's like today. I went and seen the Smurfs. I took the kids to see Smurfs just now. We just got back. And it was a message in Smurfs. It was a Smurf No Name. That was his name. Because he didn't know his gift yet. And so, No Name, they told him, oh, let have you learn magic. So we could call you Magic Smurf. And so he thought he had started doing magic, but it was this book. It was weird. It was this book that actually was doing the magic. So when he found out, he like, oh, I wasn't even doing magic. And so the book was like, no, I've been doing it. But he was persistent in learning magic. So he did. And his name ended up being Magic Smurf. So what I'm saying with that is all you guys, you got to learn your gift. And you got to roll with it. Don't let the devil knock you off your course. Because all of us got it, man. My gift is I'm always willing to learn, ambitious, persistent, never been a quitter, never looked down on myself. God just, of course, gives some people that, but it can be learned as well. I know I got faith in all of you guys that you can be what you want to be and some. You just got to strive. Get away from negative people. That's going to discourage you. Move from you. Y'all got to understand, the world, y'all got to get out of this city stuff. I'm from here. I'm from there. You from the world, bro. We all on this planet right now. And I'm seeing people starting to realize this, and they moving to spots where is kind of odd. Like China, people move to China, Africa, Dubai. Like, Americans just learning that, and that was my reason behind my success. I was willing to move. I moved from Oakland to LA. And all my friends that, I ain't moving nowhere. This is my city. They all dead. They all got killed in that city. So you got to have the guts, the gall to change your life. I don't care. It ain't hard, bro. Like a lot of people they come up with these weird excuses. My family out here. I don't want to leave my family. I don't want to do this. Bro, you got to understand, when you elevate your life, you'll be able to pull your family up with you. That's what it's about, man. Somebody got to elevate in the family. Somebody got to get rid of the generational curse. Because believe me, I felt the men in my family was cursed. All the men was dying young. My brother, my uncles, then me and my brother, I guess, I know if it was my mother prayers or whatever, but I don't want to say just, but we ended up in prison, me and my younger brother. And we were always raised in the church. You know what I mean? I always tell you guys, I was a youth pastor, know the Bible verbatim, experienced everything with religion, talking in tongues and you name it. Then I practiced Islam and I knew all the hadiths, the Quran by heart, learned Arabic. So you guys can do it, man. If I did it, you guys could do it. But main thing, work on that memory. Start reading a lot. Start testing yourself with your memory. Because now with social media and all that, we wasting a lot of time on social media, man. Use social media as a tool to gain knowledge and inspiration and motivation. Don't be looking for all the chaos, all the devils. I call it the devil's playground. Don't be looking for the chaos, man. Not try, I ain't gonna say try. We don't want to say try. Don't feed into the devil's tactics with social media. So yeah, man. Be careful how you speak to your kids. Be careful how you speak to yourself. There's power in words. Don't be telling yourself you go try, either you go do it or you're not go do it. Watch how you definitely speak to your kids, man. And I'm talking to myself. Don't be calling them stupid or retards or, all those derogatory stuff. Uplift them. Say positive, give them positive affirmations. Encourage. Even online, man, encourage, man. It's so easy to discourage people, defame, talk bad about. That's easy, man. It's easy to do the wrong thing. And I learned that from experience. It's hard for us to use our brain and don't feel entitled. But that's the challenge. I challenge all of you, man, to be a better person. That's the juice. That's the juice, baby. For those that wasn't here that just stopped in, we did the miracle juice. We had 2 pineapples. We had 12 granny apples. We had a stalk of celery. We got cilantro, parsley, ginger. What else we have? Cucumbers. I had 4 cucumbers. And yeah, man, we kept it lit. Kept it lit. Let me taste a little bit of this. So good, man. The family, they waiting on it. We love this. We love this. Let me shake it up a little bit. You know, I'm gonna answer a few good questions. Let me tap in with y'all. Answer a few good questions. Why that got me looking so dark? It's all goody. Any good questions? Nico was good. What's good with the ELP? What's up, Ace? I got videos doing muscle ups. It's on my YouTube. My favorite meal right now, I would have to say, is tilapia, avocado, and basmati rice. So this juicer is the Nama J2. I don't recommend that. I got a couple other ones over here. They on my TikTok showcase, and they way cheaper. This one is $700. Let's see. Hello. What's up, Anthony? Look like a mile. Pineapple juice. Where do I buy the hat? This company, Honor Among Thieves. I don't know if he still sell them. I look dark as shit on there. I wonder why that's so dark. Don't know why it's so dark. What up? I'm saying you drink pineapple juice. So I did. I just juiced pineapples. What's up from Russia? Favorite Bible verse? I don't know. I got a lot. I got to think. Let me think about that one. Shalom. How you poor, but you got a phone? You're not that poor. No good questions, man. Turkey is eat throughout the day one time. Only been eating one time a day. Show the group. Dr. Sebi, rest in peace, was a man, was a trailblazer. Do I always make the magic juice? Yes, twice a week. My story, you go get my book, Ex-Con to Icon. What's up from Indiana? All right, guys. God bless. Thanks for everybody being here. It's just it's getting way too chaotic. So much love to everybody. God bless. Hope you guys stay positive, man. It's, power in words, man. So God bless. Thank you for the $5 dono. Who is that? Is that really your eye color? It is. What's up from Nigeria? Right. Only eating once a day. Oh yeah, I'm dumb swole eating once a day. DC shout out. What up from Texas? DK was good. Nah, I'm 50. I ain't trying to be no IFBB. I'm trying to be here for the people and leave a legacy with inspiring, motivating people. So like today, if y'all want to know like what I eat in a day, I do a video this week too. But my Snapchat is Kali Muscle Snap. I do up to 100 snaps a day showing my workout, what I eat, and all that good stuff. Yeah, I only eat once a day. That's easy for me. I went days with no eating. I ate watermelon alone for 32 days and 40 days. Much love, guys. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you guys on the next one.